So here we go. We are starting a brand new series entitled Serpents and Doves. Serpents and Doves. Let me hear you guys say serpents and doves. I have 15 minutes, and then I have got to get down, and then we're going to transition and do something else we don't normally do. So bear with me as we get this done today. Preface or the idea of that we're doing this comes from Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, and it says, I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. How cool is that? It says, therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. So that's where the whole preface or the whole idea of what we're going to be talking about today revolves around. And for the next, I believe it's 4 more weeks after this. But this is the big idea. This is a 5-week series, addresses what the Bible says to Christians who want to stand firm in their convictions, engage both with people outside the church and inside the church. Who are in need of repentance. When trying to persuade others, we should be motivated by Christ's love and expect hostility, act with gentleness and respect, and model our approach after biblical examples. And so our text for today is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 10 through 21, which I really don't have the whole time probably to read all the way through. But I want to draw some really, I want to draw your attention to a few things. So if you can turn to it, and we'll have it up there on the screens. But as we look at this, many of you guys will see that the heading is a ministry of reconciliation. A ministry of reconciliation. Thank you. Reconciliation. Thank you. Reconciliation. A ministry of reconciliation. All of us have the ministry of reconciliation. Jesus is calling us to have a ministry of reconciliation. So you might be great at singing, but at the end of it, your singing should be reconciling people. You know, you might be an amazing communicator, amazing teacher, an accountant, what's some other roles? Student. You might be an amazing salesperson. Whatever it is that you are doing, part of that doing should be the ministry of reconciliation. So, Pastor, what is the ministry of reconciliation? Well, let's start off with a definition, because you guys know I love this word play and I love dictionaries and all that type of stuff. But the restoration of friendly relationships is what the Webster will tell you. But according to biblical understanding, like Christian theology, this is what the Christian theology definition of it is. And Christian theology is an element of salvation that refers to the results of atonement. Really using a lot of big words today. Reconciliation is the end of the estrangement caused by original sin between God and humanity. God is the author, Christ is the agent, and we are the ambassadors of reconciliation. Let me for you guys, maybe that went a little bit over your head like it did the first time I read it, and the second time I read it kind of got a little bit of an idea of it. Third time I read it, kind of got a clearer idea of it. And so let me give you what the brief, because there's a lot being said there and a lot of stuff that we need to be clear with before we move any further as we talk about this ministry of reconciliation. All of us believe as Christians that before Jesus came into the world and the work that he did through the cross, there was a gap between us humans and God. A gap that could not be bridged, a gap that we, at times can help us get a little bit closer. We go get the sheep, we sacrifice it as atones for our sins, but it was only temporary. It only lasted for a little while. It's like bathing. Like you try to tell your kids you need to take a bath on Monday. They think, okay, I'm cool till next Monday. No, it does not work like that, okay? Your body has smells coming out of it. Deodorant helps, so all that's the brushing your teeth, all that helps. Why? Because we are in a constant mode of decay. that no matter how good you are decaying. Okay? You are all getting older. That's just part of the process. Okay? And just as it's part of the process in nature, it's also part of us spiritually understanding that as well. You know, what I did yesterday is not going to necessarily help me today, but it might help me get to a moment. But there's going to be a moment of decision that I need to make. And it's in that moment which will help me and give me the victory and the confidence that I need to take the next step. Okay? It's not about it just I know a lot of times we as Pentecostals, we love the experience. We love the experience. We love and we think the experience will last us for the rest of our life. But the one experience is just there to give you a boost. It's like my daughter last night. She's watching a commercial and it's a 5-hour energy drink. And they're talking about how, you know, during the summer they had this whole commercial ad that they did during the game talking about 5-hour energy drink, you know, to help you get through those summer days where you're feeling kind of get right back out there. And my daughter looks at Genesis and I, my youngest one, so my 4-year-old or 5-year-old, my 5-year-old, this is what she says to me, Dad, I need that. And I'm thinking like, girl, you got so much energy. You do not need a 5-hour energy drink, okay? You do not need it. You are the one that does not need it, okay? But so many times inside of our lives, we deal with life that same exact way. If I could just get to the experience. But when we talk about reconciliation, what Jesus did through the cross is he made a bridge that covered the gap. So where you might think that there's a gap in your life, through the act of reconciliation, through the act of atonement, through the act of salvation, through these words, and which I'm using today, Jesus is the gap. He's the bridge maker. He is the person that has taken this gap that no one could breach. Is that he became the bridge of it. Through his sacrifice, through what he did, he enabled it so that we could live a victorious life. He enabled it so that we can be the head and no longer the tail, so that we can be victorious, so that we can have victory, so we can be more than conquerors, so that we can take those extra steps that we think, oh my goodness, how am I going to make it? How am I going to be able to function inside this world? Is that through Jesus we can. Why? Because he is the bridge. Do you guys get that? Good. It says reconciliation is the end of the estrangement caused by original sin. And so as we look at this text and as we look at, what we've already laid out, one of the things that, this theologian says, it says God is the author, Christ is the agent, and we are the ambassadors. So because the bridge is the hard work is already done, which many times we don't see it that way. I know you guys don't, because I know a lot of times I don't see it that way. But the hard work has already been done. All we have to do is be reps to what's already working. It's kind of like being a salesperson. The salesperson isn't the person who designed the thing that they're selling most of the time, unless you're like the original inventor and all this stuff. But for the majority of the salespeople, what they're doing is they're selling a product that is already made, that already has a guarantee behind it. Like my wife, she used to work at Nordstrom. She was a personal shopper, and so she would have people come in and she would dress them head to toe, outfits. A lot of times, depending on the season. Imagine that. I mean, how many of you guys are at that level where your outfits change based upon the season? Like every season, you get a new closet full of clothes. How cool would that be? That would be absolutely amazing. But she had clients who came in, and that's what they did. That's what she did for them. But what she did was she didn't stand behind those clothes. Nordstrom stood behind those clothes. So if something went wrong with the clothes, Nordstrom would allow that person to bring those clothes back and would exchange them. Either would exchange them or would give the money back. And many times when we try to live this Christian life, we think the credibility is on us when we're just an ambassador of it. We think it's on how good we are, how good we're not, on did I say the right thing there, did I wear the right clothes, did I use the right words, did I use this, did I use that. And let me tell you right now, based on my credibility, I couldn't stand here and communicate to you guys on a weekly basis, but based upon the credibility of who God is, I can. And that's how you need to see your own life. We all have made mistakes. We all are not perfect, but our credibility is not on us. Our credibility is on God. Our credibility is on what he can do, on what he has done, and what he's going to do in and through my life, in and through your life, in and through the life of the people that you do life with. And so we have to understand, if we're called to be reconcilers, we're not called to be the agent. We're not called to be the author. Because the Bible also says in other places, he is the author and finisher of our faith. He is the author and he is the finisher of our faith. So why do you got the pen in your hand? Why are you holding so tight to the paper? Why are you the one trying to be so stressed out about every single detail inside of your life? And I'm not saying don't be a planner. I'm not saying don't, try to put together an agenda or whatever you're trying to do. What I'm trying to say is that there should be a freedom in it. It should be a freedom in knowing that God is able, and a freedom in knowing that God has got this taken care of. There's a freedom in knowing that, hey, it's going to be all right. It doesn't look like it's okay, but it's going to be okay. It doesn't feel like it's okay, but it's going to be okay. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. It doesn't even smell right. But it's going to be okay. And I think that that's something that we all have got to get inside of our minds, inside of our hearts, that God is going to take care of it, that I am a reconciler of people's lives. I guess I wouldn't be a good pastor if I at least didn't read a little bit of the text, huh? So we are going to pick up in verse 14. It says, for Christ's love compels us. Why do you do what you do? Is it out of fear? Is it out of anxiety? Or is it out of God's love? And I hope it's out of God's love. I love this person so much. I love, I love my city so much. I love my neighborhood so much. I love all this other thing. If you are driven by fear, you need to address that. If the reason why you don't tell people about Jesus is because you're afraid, you need to conquer that. You want to know why? Because one day you're going to have a fear and you're never going to walk past that fear because you never learned how to deal with the fear over here. Because what happens is fear isn't something that just stays there. Fear is something that grows. You know, how many of you guys like watching Blackish? I wish I had, if I'd have known, oh my goodness. Did you watch 2 episodes ago when we were talking about fear? We were talking about fear. Like that is my life. Like that is my black experience, okay? Everything is like, no, we're not gonna hang out with them. No, like, okay, so we had just moved back to Benicia, right? Benicia, okay? So it's Benicia, all right? And my daughter asked if she can go to someone's house who we knew that was on the tennis team. She's on the tennis team. We all know if you're on a tennis team, there's a certain makeup of who you are, okay? You're not on the cheer squad, okay? You're not on the volleyball team. You are on the tennis team, okay? All of them in between matches, you know what they do is they sit there with their books wide open studying, okay? It's the tennis team, okay? And so we had known the girl for a little while because Ella had done some stuff at the middle school, and so we didn't, and so the girl was going to come pick her up, take her to tennis practice, right? Well, my grandmother walks down the stairs, right? And she hears it. She goes, who's taking you? I'll take you. And we're like, we got it worked out. It's okay. We got it worked out. You don't know them people. Them people are Benicia people. And then, for you guys who are, of the darker complexion, you know what came next. You can't trust them white people. And it's like, what the heck's going on? What's going on? And it's because of fear. And fear does not just stay in one spot. Fear grows and it expands. And if you never deal with it, you will one day be 50 years old wondering why you're scared to take risk inside of your life. And it all began with just a little bit of fear from maybe when you were in 5th grade and someone said, hey, are you a Christian? Hey, do you like Jesus? Hey, and you were like, you were like, what's his name? You were like, who said they wouldn't deny Jesus? You were like Peter. You're like Peter. I would never deny Jesus. Jesus, I'll be with you all the time. And if someone asks you that, you're like, I don't even know who you're talking about. Jesus, the gardener. Who are you talking about? So it's in that Christ's love compels us. We can be compelled by his love because we are convinced that one died for all, therefore all have died. And we died for all that those who live should no longer live for themselves. No longer live for themselves. You are not breathing so you can live for yourself. You are not walking around so that you can walk around for yourself, but so that you will no longer live for yourself, but for him who died for them and was raised again. So, from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. A worldly point of view categorizes people. You guys heard me preach about this. I think we haven't even preached inside this building yet about this. But your act of categorizing people is more damaging to you than anything else. Because if I can categorize, put you in a category, I don't have to treat you with respect. If I can say, oh, you're one of them. If you're one of those type of people. Remember, because at the end of the day, we're talking about heaven and hell. At the end of the day, and that's even part of the issue with racism. Racism is a whole idea of categorizing people. If I can categorize you as less than human, then I don't have to treat you like I treat everybody else. I don't have to treat you like your family. I don't have to treat you like any, that's this is one of my other cultural things. And this might get me in trouble, but whatever. But that's one of the struggles that I have, when we people love to hang out with our people and we call everybody family, when you ain't really my family, because you were really my family, the way that you approach me would be way different. And I know part of it has to do with, it's a connection to what our experiences have been. But at the same time, are we going to be family, or are we just going to be pretend family? Are we going to be cousins, or are we going to be pretend cousins? Are we going to be, nephew and it's very interesting because as I look at Leanne and I think of some of my Filipino friends and how they won't even know an older person and they'll start calling them auntie and auntie. That's right. Yeah, uncle and as they're talking to them, they treat them as though they're their uncle or their aunt. And I'm just kind of like, how does that work out? Can I, just be a lighter? Can my eyes be a little bit different? Can I learn a new language? Can I, because there's a sense of family that is there. And the thing is that we don't look at the people who maybe, smell a little bit different than us. We don't look at the people who dress a little bit different than us. We don't look at the people who might identify themselves as Christians but yet don't act like Christians. We don't say that it's them and us. We say, hey, it's us, and Jesus died for you, and it's okay what you've been through. It's okay what you're experiencing right now. Jesus loves you, and so do I, and so I'm doing this out of love, not out of fear, not of anxiety, not out of anything else of trying to categorize people. But I do this so that you can be reconciled and I can be reconciled, because I'm a reconciler and not a destroyer of people's lives. The old has gone, the new is here. All this is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. That God has reconciled the world to himself in Christ by not counting people's sins against them. Oh my God, then why do we do it? He ain't counted it against them, so why are you counting it against them? Well, Pastor, if you really knew what they did to me. Pastor, they told me that, guess what? It probably was true. Or there probably was an element of truth to it. But you didn't like it. You didn't like someone getting in your face. None of us like anybody getting in our face. We don't like people telling us after we've worked 5 hours on something that they come in and they nitpick all the things that we did wrong instead of worrying about the things we did right. None of us like that. We don't like that. But what does that do? That gives us an eye to do better. It pushes us towards greatness. It pushes us towards becoming better people. How many of y'all watched the game last night? Giannis got a lot of work to do, y'all. He been looking like he ain't the Greek freak right now. He's the Greek baby. But whether or not his greatness will be seen in what he does in the off season. What adjustments are made. You know, a commentator was basically saying, one of the guys, he was on the panel, and he goes, I remember the year that my team beat LeBron, and we beat LeBron the exact same way that Toronto beat Giannis. And my eyes were wide open. My ears got all lit up, because I wanted to hear and I wanted to see what got LeBron over that hump. What got LeBron from a place of no rings to at least having that one ring the next time. And he goes, what the work that he did in the offseason of developing his game. People, Christians, people that are saved, the saints, whatever identification you want to label on yourself, you need to do some work in the offseason. And your off season is now, while my timer's going off. And then here we go right here. Reconciliation, we talked about that. 3 points, 3 things, and how to be a reconciler. Going to run through these really quickly. While I'm doing that, Libby's not in here. Can you hand out those papers for me? The first thing is, and this is like SAT thing. We're going to hand it out, but I'm going to ask you not to look at it until we get there, okay? So it's like, and no, the teachers love doing that. How to be reconciled. The first thing, know your story. That's what the paper is for right there. We're going to spend about 10 minutes working on that. It says we all have one. You need to understand that you are a story. You are a story. What is your story? You have a story. Some of you right now are saying, I don't like my story. You're still breathing. It's okay. You have time to change it. You have a story. What has God done for you? That's a question. Stories are ongoing. As long as you have breath, it's being written. So if you don't like it, keep living. If you like it, keep working it. Point number 2. Let me hear you guys say point number 2. This has to do with everything that I've just been talking about to get us to this point as well. It says, no, others have stories. There is a reason why my grandmother is full of fear when it comes to the thing that I brought up earlier. It is legitimate. She grew up in the South. She grew up in a time when we could not trust people, and in a place where she could not trust people who were a different complexion than she is. What is her story? What is the reason why that person cops an attitude every time you ask them a particular thing? You're like, the response doesn't even match what's going on. What is the reason why they act that way? What is the reason why every time you say a certain thing or someone says a certain thing to you, you blow up? You blow up. What is the reason why? Not only do you have a story, but others have stories. Others have things that are driving them, other factors. One person at a time. This is not group therapy. Let me tell you right now, how I respond to my oldest child is not how I respond to my second child. How I respond to my middle child is not how I respond to my youngest child. This is getting a little bit close to home, but last night, was it last night? No, it was this morning. My middle one did something, said something she should not have said to the younger one. Sent the younger one off into like a huge thing. She said I was, and so the second child had her come up to me. Didn't spank her. Her mother thought I did, but I didn't spank her. I didn't do anything. All I did is I held her cheeks right here. Didn't even push on it hard. Just said, I said, that is inappropriate. You are not supposed to be talking like that. Your words that are coming out of your mouth should not be sounding like that when you are speaking to your younger sister. Should I let go of her? Like I said, I wasn't pressing hard. Just had her hand in my thing right here. And she just went out of the room bawling like someone had spanked her butt, like tore her, lit her up. Like the bell that just swung. See, I can do that with my middle one. My younger one would have looked at me and said, Dad, I don't care what you say. I'm going to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's where, you know what I'm saying? Because they're different. They're just different. At that same age, my oldest one would have looked at me and she just would have went like blank face. Ask Genesis. Like she would get in trouble and she'd just be staring at you. And like you knew that it was hurting her. And then she would just walk off and she'd go in the other room and be like, but she was in a tear would roll down her face. See, I'm not showing you that this is bothering me. And what did she do now? She does the exact same thing now. So there's one person at a time. This is not group therapy. Stop having conversations. Stop having conversations without the complete picture of what took place. You don't know why somebody makes a decision to do blank. You think you do, but you don't. Y'all have no clue. But we live in a very commentator society. We have a comment about everything. Just because you have the right doesn't mean you should. Just because you have the right, it doesn't mean you should. Until you have the full picture, don't comment, don't post, and don't speak. Don't comment, don't post, and don't speak. You will never know the stories of others by being, you will never know, you will only know the stories of others by being three things: being available, being willing, and bringing it. What do you bring to a situation? You bring wisdom and you bring clarity. Everybody has a story. And this is on a side note, and I really don't have a lot to kind of go into this, so I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to let it land, okay? I love you, but I don't love your choices. How many of you ever said that before? Majority of us. No one raises their hand. Everyone's just right there. Okay. The problem with that is at one point in your life, those are going to conflict with each other. The choices, and you will have a choice. Which one will you choose? Will you choose to hate, or will you choose to love? Will you choose to love the person over what they are doing in that moment? I love you, but I don't love the things that you do. You will be faced to make a choice. And many times as Christians, we don't choose love. We choose the fact that we don't like that choice. But you will have a time when there will be a crossroads and you will have to choose. Will I love this person despite what they say, despite what they do, despite everything in which they, will I love them, or will I just hate the choice? And you can't do both. You really can't. When you're in that, you could do it until you get to the crossroads. You could do it until all of a sudden it comes to a point where you got to turn left, you got to turn right. And which will you choose? And you need to know that what God is telling us to do is we need to be compelled by love. You can still hate the choice, but be compelled by love. I hate to tell you that. This is not a black or white. This is not you're doing right or you're doing wrong. This is you must be compelled by love. Everyone get it? Got it? Good. The last thing is know the story. You've got to know that you have a story. You have to know that other people have a story, but you have to know the story. You have to know the story of the gospel. You've got to know what your word says. That's why it's important for the kids to be in kids thing, because there's a lot of things I don't remember from Sunday school. You're talking about somebody that went to school, went to church every Sunday. There was not a Sunday that I missed. Even when my grandparents didn't go to church, they sent me to church. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm lying. We lived in San Francisco, and there was a church down the street that my grandmother knew the pastor of, and she goes, we're not going to church today because we're sick, but you're going to walk to church. But she's scared for my daughter to get in a car with someone, but I got to walk in San Francisco by myself 5 blocks to go to a church. I don't know no one at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see all the fear? You see all the fear? But, Jesus covered me, though. He got me. But Christianity is a relationship with God, not a philosophy of life, but a way of life. Dr. Tooley explains from Scripture and from his own experience that the gospel message is and how we can effectively share it with others. 90% of evangelism is showing up and paying attention. You're paying attention to the details of people's lives. So this is the thing. Get in your Bible. If you don't like reading the Bible, then get on YouTube and watch some of these cartoons of Christian stories. And some of y'all are like, why is that making? Because the stories need to get into you, because it's the stories that are helping me stay where I'm at. I remember, like I said, I don't remember anything from Sunday school, but what I remember is the stories. I don't remember who was there. I don't even remember totally who even was teaching, but what I remember are the stories. I remember David and Goliath. I remember Jonah and the whales. I remember the walls coming down. I remember the Elijah praying and the fire coming from heaven. What I remember is the stone rolling away. What I remember is people touching the hem of Peter's garment and his shadow and them getting healed. What I remember is these larger pictures and larger theme of things that God is trying to teach us and trying to help us to see that the story, the Bible, it rings truth into our lives today. How I know that lives are able to be restored is not just because it happened to me, but because I see it in the Bible. I remember in high school reading through the book of Acts and saying, God, I want to see these things inside of my world. God, I want to see you heal people. God, I want to touch people and I want them to lead differently. God, I want to see these things. God, I want my tongue to go, like what I'm reading about on fire and stuff. God, I want to see that. See, if you never see the story, you never know that there can be change in your story. It's the story that matters. The story that you're building inside of your life. You have a story, other people have story, and there's the story. How do I know that there could be life after an abortion? Because you see it in the Bible. How do I know that your marriage is going to be okay as you keep submitting to God? Because I see it in the Bible. Because let me tell you right now, my wife show up saying, I don't care if we laid together, haven't laid together, but she show up with someone else's baby inside of her belly, we gonna have issues. But what does the Bible show us? Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, Jesus. I don't know if it shows us Jesus, but we saying Jesus too. Jesus. You know, is there life for your marriage, or if we were saying after infidelity? Well, let's look at Hosea. Can I really build a successful business and can I really become a Christian in the business world? Well, let's look at Paul. And I think sometimes because we don't bridge those gaps, Jesus built the gap. And all we've got to do, not do the hard work of trying to create a gap or trying to build the gap or build the bridge of the gap. All we've got to do is point to people and say, I understand what you're going through because this is what did happen in my life, but this is what God did inside my life. This is how I knew that could be true, because I read a book called Ruth, and I met about a young lady who lost everything. But yes, she stayed faithful to the calling that was upon her life. She stayed faithful, and as she stayed faithful, God blessed her with another husband. You're thinking, oh, I can never get married again. Well, I can never have this again. I can never do that again. Oh, my life is falling apart. My business just fell apart. How am I going to do it all over again? Look at Job. Just look at the stories. Look at the stories. So here goes a Bible reading method. The young people know about this already. It's called SOAP. S-O-A-P, scripture. You look at a scripture, then you observe it. You write down the observations of what the scripture is showing you. Then you go for observation to application. How do I apply this to my life? Application, and then you pray over it and you say, God, help me to be what this application is inside this moment. Bible reading method, scripture, observation, application, and prayer. Let me just let you know right now, if you are not in the habit of reading your Bible, do not pick up your Bible and start reading it. Do not. Download the YouVersion app and start yourself a devotional. Do not start by reading the Bible, because you will frustrate yourself. You will start reading things. You'll be like, what the heck does that mean? And the most of us aren't going to go research it. What we're going to do is be like, I'm just frustrated. I knew this would never work. No. Get yourself a devotional, let someone else map it out for you. It's kind of like this. I want to get a gym membership. Why y'all laughing? I want to get a gym membership. My wife won't let me get a gym membership. My wife won't let me get a gym membership because my track record is I'm cool for like a month, and then afterwards I won't go again. But what my wife wants to do, Joel, is my wife wants to get a personal trainer. Why? Because she knows she has just removed all the hard work of me trying to develop excuses for why I'm not going no more. Why I can't find the right plan. Well, I don't know if I do 5 push-ups or 10 push-ups if it's really going to make that big of a difference. But why does she do that? Because she can yell at the personal trainer if it ain't working. See, and that's what a devotional is. A devotional is a personal trainer. A devotional is someone you're like, it reminds you, set it on your thing, and it reminds you, time for your day. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Don't you just shut your mouth already. You know, but you do it, and you get, you know, it's a personal trainer. And so some of us in our own independence think, well, I can do this on my own. I can do this on my own. No, you can't, because if you could do it on your own, you would have already done it. Right. You need a personal trainer. You need a coach. You need a mentor. I already said this. Watch a movie, The Power of Sunday School. What truths apply to your life? What truths will apply to other people's lives? And here goes the last 10 minutes of what we're going to do. You guys see the sheet of paper that I've just given you. I'm going to give you a little bit of time in the service to actually do this. We're developing our stories. Who are we? When someone says, why are you a Christian? Why do you go there every Sunday morning? Why do you give 10% of your income? Why do you do blank, 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 blank? Remember, it all starts with, we all have a story. But if you don't know what your story is, how are you going to communicate the why behind what's going on? How are you going to communicate the truths of who Jesus is to help somebody help move that needle forward? And while you are doing that, let me just nail something down for you. It is not the job and it is not the role for you to hit a home run with someone inside of your world. It is the job is for you to get on base. Stop trying to hit home runs. Stop trying to do the Hail Mary pass. We have lived in a society that keeps telling us that the great quarterbacks do the Hail Mary passes. I even have to admit, as a 49er fan, one of our greatest quarterbacks, that's why we claim him as a great quarterback. Because he made the Hail Mary pass and someone caught the ball. But God is not calling us to be that. In order for us to be great, we have to understand that it's step by step, yard by yard. If you want to do baseball, swing by swing to get on base, to get the second base, to get the third base, and then we get home. Stop trying to hit a home run and just do life properly. And so this is to help us to understand that. Because remember, I've been called to reconciliation, but all the hard work has already been done. I ain't got to fix no one's life. I ain't got to go home and comb their hair for them. Stop babying people and just lead people. So here we go. I'll give you guys a few minutes to do some